Good morning, students. Today in this lecture, with a continuation of Module 3, today we are going to discuss with that the prospectus, then doctrine of the ultra-vires, and also that is the formation of company. Now here is the first topic, that is the prospectus. Now prospectus is also the important documents of the company that after the article of association and memorandum of association. As previous lecture we have discussed about the two important documents of the company, that is the memorandum of association and article of association. Now the prospectus is one of the most important document through which company, that is the public company, collect the capital from the public. So the prospectus is one form of the invitation which is given to the public for investing in the company in form of the shares. So here is, let us discuss the basic meaning. The prospectus is the another important document of the company. It can be issued only by the public companies having share capital and not by the private limited company, because the public company has the right to collect the capital from the public through way of the shares. So the public company can only issue the prospectus, not by the private company. Now the next one is the prospectus is issued after the incorporation of the company. Incorporation is the second stage of the formation of company. So third stage for the public company is the capital collection stage, capital subscription stage. So in the, for collecting the capital, public company issue the prospectus in order to collect the share capital through the issue of the shares or debentures. Now further, prospectus must contain an invitation to the public to subscribe or purchase the shares or securities of the company. As we have already discussed that the public company has authority to collect the capital from the public in form of the shares. So prospectus is one form of the invitation which is given to the public for purchase of the shares or the securities of the company. Now the prospectus is expected to give full, fair and correct information about the company to prospective investors. It means that कि जो भी company की shares purchase करते हैं, they are the investors in the company, so they must be know about the full information about the company, their directors and their office, and what is the object behind that company wants to the capital. So the all information must be given in the prospectus. It must be issued within 90 days from the date on which the copy is delivered for registration. Clear? As we have discussed that the after the completion of second stage, that is the incorporation stage, public company has to issue that the prospectus to the public for collecting the capital from the public. So it must be issued within the 90 days from the date on which the copy is delivered for registration. So here let us discuss the next topic, that is the doctrine of ultra-vires. As we have already discussed in our previous lecture, that is the memorandum of association and article of association give some powers to the company for accomplishment of objective of the company, and if company go behind such powers, act without any legal authority, then such act considered as the ultra-vires act of the company. So let us discuss the basic concept of the ultra-vires. Now the phrase ultra-vires is a combination of Latin word which refers to the behind the powers. If an act requires legal authority and it is done with such an authority, it is characterized in a law as intra-vires. Literally meaning within the power. Means it is the opposite of the ultra-vires. जो legal authority के अंडर में वर्क किया जाता है, एक्ट किया जाता है, उसको इंट्रा-वायरस बोलते हैं. मीन्स विद इन द लीगल परमिशन. सो दैट इज़ द विद इन द पावर। लेकिन जो विदाउट लीगल अथॉरिटी के, विदाउट एनी परमिशन के अगर एक्ट किया जाता है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड द अल्ट्रा वायरस बिहाइंड द पावर। सो यहाँ पे आपको ध्यान देना है दो मेन कंसेप्ट के। अल्ट्रा वायरस मीन्स बिहाइंड द पावर्स, इंट्रावायरस विच मीन्स दैट द विद इन द पावर्स। जो एक्ट इंट्रावायरस है वो एक्ट वैलिड है, और जो अल्ट्रा वायरस एक्ट होगा वो इनवैलिड होगा। So, an act legal in itself but not authorized by the objective clause of the Memorandum of Association of Company is ultra vires the company, and hence it is null and void. It means that कि कोई एक्ट अगर लीगल है लेकिन दैट इज़ नॉट एथोराइज बाय द मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन के कोई भी क्लॉज से एथोराइज नहीं किया है, मीन दिस इज नॉट परमिटेड on the basis of memorandum of association, so such act consider as is the ultra virus act। भले वो एक्ट जो है लीगल है लेकिन बिकॉज ऑफ कि मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन में मेंशन नहीं किया गया है तो वो एक्ट को अल्ट्रा वायरस एक्ट कंसीडर किया जाएगा, दैट इज कंसीडर एज नल एंड वाइड। और वो एक्ट इवन अगर शेयर होल्डर्स रेक्टिफाई करना चाहें तभी भी वो रेक्टिफाई नहीं हो सकता है। लेकिन कोई एक्ट अगर आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन का अल्ट्रा वायरस है तो स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन पास करके एट द जनरल मीटिंग में वो एक्ट को रेक्टिफाई किया जा सकता है। Clear? So an act ultra virus the company cannot be rectified even by the unanimous consent of the all shareholders, and if an act is ultra virus the article of association of a company, then the same can be rectified by a special resolution at a general meeting. Clear? Now let us discuss the next topic, that is the company formation. Now the company formation consists of the four important stages. First is the promotion stage, second is the incorporation stage, third is the capital collection or the capital subscription stage, and fourth is the trading certificate stage. Now if public company wants to start its business, so public company must complete all these four stages, whereas the private company can start its business after completion of the two stages, that is the promotion stage and incorporation stage. So let us discuss the one by one stage in details. So here are the first introduction. Formation of joint stock company is lengthy and time consuming procedure, as we have discussed, because of the joint stock company as an legal entity, उसको एक existence कौन देता है, law देता है, तो definitely for the formation of the company there must be a follow a lengthy procedure. It involves many formalities and also preparation and submission of the various documents that we have already discussed. The two important documents, that is the Memorandum of Association, Article of Association, and also third document that is only made by the public company, that is the prospectus. Company promoters play important role, that is a vital role in the procedure of formation of company. They develop idea of new business, undertaken incorporation formalities and obtain incorporation certificate, collect required capital, and finally secure, that is trading or commencement certificate. Now here is the first stage of company formation, that is the promotion stage. Clear? This is the first stage. This is the first stage in the formation of company. Here all the preliminary work of the company formation is completed, means that is the preparation of the documents, all the filling of the form, all the preliminary work of the company formation is completed. This includes discoveries, business opportunities, and organizing resources, that is for accomplishment of the objective, organizing the resources, then at this stage, promoters play an important role to implement the business idea and bring it into action. Now here is the second stage of the company, that is the incorporation or the register stage. So incorporation or register bring company into existence. Clear? So ये आपको ध्यान देना है, who is bring to the company into existence, that is the incorporation or the registration bring the company into existence. A company is formed only when it is registered under the Companies Act. Clear? Here necessary documents such as the memorandum of association, article of association of company, list of the directors, written consents of the directors, notice of the address of registered office of the company, statutory declaration are submitted and required stamp duty is paid. So if company wants to get the registration itself or company wants to incorporation certificate, so company must submit all the document which is mentioned here, that is memorandum of association, article of association, list of director, consent from director in written, then notice of the address of the registered office of the company, then statutory declaration are the submitted and required stamp duty is paid. Now next is the third stage of the company, that is the capital subscription and collection stage. Now this stage is complied by only the public company. First two stage complete हो गए, then private company अपना business start कर सकती है, but public company को दो stage और complete करना होता है, that is the capital subscription stage or the capital collection stage, and one more stage, that is the trading certificate stage. Now here is the a public company issue a prospectus to invite public to subscribe its shares. Public company fixes the minimum subscription. A company must collect this amount within the 120 days from the date of issue of prospectus. Clear? So company must collect the capital within 120 days from the date of issue of the prospectus. If the minimum subscription is not collected by the company, it does not get the certificate of commencement or the trading certificate. Means it is the compulsory for the public company. If public company wants to start its business, then it must collect at least the minimum subscription from the public. Otherwise the public company does not get the certificate of commencement and it has to refund the amount to the applicants. Clear? अगर company minimum subscription collect नहीं कर पाती है, then company refund such amount to the applicants. Now here is the fourth stage, commencement of business or trading certificate stage. This is the last stage of company formation. After completing the sale of the required number of the shares, clear, a promoter approaches to the registrar and submit various documents and necessary filing fees is paid. Means after completion of the third stage, means after completing after collecting the minimum shares from the public, that minimum share capital from the public, promoters approach to the registrar and submit various documents and necessary filing fee is paid. The registrar then scrutinizes the document, means thoroughly check all the documents, and if he is satisfied, he issued a certificate known as the certificate of commencement of the business. So after receiving certificate of commencement or the trading certificate, a public company can start its business activities. Clear? So here this topic is over. New topic will continue in next lecture.